My favorite part of the whole race because it ends right here. That's the favorite part. So on the run, let's see who we have. We have where are you? Oh, there you are, Joan. Joan's from Fort Lee, New Jersey, and she's going to talk about the run.
Yes, and the run is my favorite part too. It's definitely a great finish. But some things to keep in mind so that you do have a good run is that the bike can actually make or break your run. So you want to remember that. And the most important thing is do not hammer the bike. It is not a bike race, it's a triathlon. And you do have a marathon to run after that long bike ride. So you want to pace yourself, stick to your pacing plan, stick to what you've been doing in training. And when you get to when you're near the end of the run, near the end of the bike is when you want to start preparing for the run. You do that by start spinning in an easier gear to give your legs a break. You also want to get out of the saddle a little bit, here and there, just to stretch out those hip flexors because you're tucked in, for a while there into an aero position. And then you also want to make that mental switch from being a cyclist to being a runner. Start thinking about what you'll be doing in transition to prepare for your run. Think about, what you're going to be doing, putting on your feet, how you can prepare for the run. Imagine yourself out there running with good form and look forward to being on your feet and running. When you're out running, it is a challenging course. It ain't flat, that's for sure. There's uphills, there's downhills, there's rollers, there's flat sections. So it's got a little bit of everything. It's a nice variety, think of it that way. But you're going to need to pace yourself. It does start with the downhill, so start slowly. Don't let it just, take you away there with your speed. Start slowly, pace yourself. It is a 2-loop course, and you can use that to your advantage because you'll get to pace yourself a little easier that way. And just to, imagine breaking down the course into smaller chunks so that's more manageable. You don't want to look at it as just a full marathon at this point because just too much to handle sometimes. So break it down into smaller chunks. Think of it as right over here, this area, Main Street, then you have Sentinel Road, then you have River Road, you've got the backside of the lake. When you break it up into smaller chunks that way, it's a little more manageable in your mind. And then of course you have the finish here on the oval. So imagine yourself finishing and what you want to look like in that finish photo. This town has a rich history of sports between the Winter Olympic Games and Ironman, and you're going to be finishing on an Olympic speed skating oval where Olympic medals were won. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? It's pretty motivating. So keep that in mind while you're out running. Now, hopefully I'm not the first one to break this to you, but you probably will get tired, most likely. So when you get tired, obviously your running form is going to degrade, and that's natural, that's going to happen. So make sure that you do a form check every once in a while from head to toe. Make sure you're not tense and tight, stay relaxed, keep a nice fluid stride. If you're bending over the waist, hunched over, make it a point to straighten up a little bit, bring those hips forward. And when you're tired, use those spectators. They're out there cheering for you, so let them give you that mental boost to get up over a hill, to keep running, anything. And it's okay to walk, it happens, it's fine. You're still gonna be an Ironman, so take those walking breaks, just try to make it a brisk walk, and then make it a point to start running again, just keep moving forward. As for nutrition, stick to your plan, please. Continue eating and drinking, that's very important. I like to tell people to set an alarm on their watch to beep, and that'll remind yourself to eat and drink because there's a lot going on. You've got to remember to pace yourself, you've got to remember there's just so much to do, right? It's a long day. Make it as easy as possible. Set an alarm to go off so you'll remember to eat and drink because it's easy to forget. I know it sounds weird. Why would I forget to eat? It happens, trust me. And also remember nothing new. The marathon's not the time to experiment with new stuff. Stick to what you've trained for. Stick to what you've raced in before. And keep moving, that's an important thing. Just keep making progress, keep moving forward. Any negative thoughts that pop into your head, that creep in, we all get those coming in, ignore them. They're not running the race for you. Squash them, get them out of the way, get a mantra in your head, keep moving forward, you can do it. And take it 1 mile at a time, 1 block at a time, or whatever it is. Convince yourself you can do it and keep going. And of course, soak it in. It is going to be an amazing day. You've trained long and hard for this. Enjoy it, and you will be an Ironman.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Joan.